everyone, I am Shahana G. Uday from grade 12 STEM St. Cecilia. So for today's video, I will be discussing about animal cell and its structures, functions, and how the coronavirus affects the cell. But first, I will not be focusing more about the other parts of the animal cell because it is not enough of time and it's so long to discuss. But I will be more focusing on common parts of the animal cell that we can see that's inside in the animal cell. So first, what is animal cell? So animal cell are the basic unit of life in organism of all animals. They are the eukaryotic cells that they have a true nucleus and specialized structures called organelles that carries out different functions. Unlike plant cell has a cell wall to protect the cell. Unlike animal cell does not have a cell wall to protect or covers the cell. But first, I will be discuss about mitochondria. So, what is mitochondria? So, mitochondria are organelles within eukaryotic cells that produce adenosine triphosphate, which they are called ATP. So, that ATP is the main energy molecules used by cell. So, this is mitochondria. You can see. So, this is mitochondria. So, the function of mitochondria, we all know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell that generates ATP or energy that the cell needs. So, we can found mitochondria in all eukaryotic cells which is non-living things and living things. So, the structures of mitochondria is it has a outer layer, inner layer membrane, inner membrane, outer membrane, cristae, and matrix. So the inner membrane contains variety of enzymes. It contains ATP synthase, which just like what I've said, generates ATP, in which the matrix transport proteins that regulates the movement of metabolites in and out of matrix. So that matrix, we can see the matrix is beside in the inner membrane. So the matrix is here. It's in the blue one. Unlike the cristae is like a boundary, it's like a worm, and the inner membrane is here you can see. So the outer membrane, it's like here are the brown one. So that is the structure of the mitochondria. So along with that, what's inside in the animal cell? So animal cell, it has a nucleus. So the nucleus is the red one. You can see because the other parts is black and then so the nucleus, it relatives large and spherical membrane bound organelles. So we all know that nucleus is the control center of the cell. Without nucleus, the cell cannot work, cannot generate. So another is nuclear envelope. As what I've said, I will not be focusing into other parts because it's enough of time. So nuclear is also called nucleus membrane. It is a double membrane layer that separates the contents of the nucleus from the rest of the cell. It is found in both animal cell and plant cell. So the job of nuclear envelope is to build proteins, converting molecular into energy, and recovering and removing waste products. So as what I've said, the nuclear envelope is the blue one. You can see because the other part is it's black them. So the other one is rough ER. So the rough ER is the yellow one. So we all know that rough ER is the factory of proteins that that transfer into vesicles. So another is smooth ER. So we all know that smooth ER. We all know that smooth ER is we all know that smooth ER is acts as storage of organelles that is important into the creation and storage of lipids and steroids. It also a membrane organelle that found in most eukaryotic cells. The function of it is to detoxify any harmful chemicals. So smooth ER is contains lipids that lipids transfer into the vesicles. So the other one is lysosome. So lysosome is a membrane bound cell organelle that contains digestive enzymes. So the function of lysosome is to break down excess or worn out cell parts. They may be used to destroy invading viruses and bacteria. The other one is the Golgi apparatus. So the Golgi apparatus is here. So Golgi apparatus is like a post office. It serves as a processing center for the exportation of proteins, lipids, and any other large molecules to their final destination outside of the cell. So it is like a flattered dish that carries enzymes to help or modify the protein cargo that travels through them. So, just like what I've said, the Golgi apparatus is like a post office. Then, because the Golgi apparatus is repackage any molecules, any large molecules, to send them in their destinations. So the other one is plasma membrane. So the main function of plasma membrane is to protect the cell from its surroundings. It consists of both lipids and proteins. The other one is ribosomes. We all know that ribosomes it occurs in cells, both eukaryotics and prokaryotic cells. So ribosomes contains proteins. So when the ribosomes join into the ER, they are called rough ER because organelle that contains digestive enzymes. So the function of lysosome is to break down excess or worn out cell parts. They may be used to destroy invading viruses and bacteria. The other one is the Golgi apparatus. So the Golgi apparatus is here. So Golgi apparatus is like a post office. It serves as a processing center for the exportation of proteins, lipids, and any other large molecules to their final destination outside of the cell. So it is like a flattered dish that carries enzymes to help or modify the protein cargo that travels through them. So just like what I've said, the Golgi apparatus is like a post office. Then because the Golgi apparatus is repackage any molecules, any large molecules, to send them in their destinations. So the other one is plasma membrane. So the main function of plasma membrane is to protect the cell from its surroundings. It consists of both lipids and proteins. The other one is ribosomes. We all know that ribosomes it occurs in cells, both eukaryotics and prokaryotic cells. So ribosomes contains proteins. So when the ribosomes join into the ER, they are called rough ER because the ribosomes carries proteins. So ribosomes, just like what I've said, it also made of protein and RNA in almost equal amount. It may seem scattered in the cytoplasm and a few connect to endoplasmic reticulum. the last part is the vesicles. So the vesicles is the red one. Yes. So the vesicles is like a overdriver when the rough ER and smooth ER gives lipids and proteins. It the vesicles reach that and then send to the Golgi apparatus. Then the Golgi apparatus will repackage it and then send to the vesicles again, just to the vesicles sent to their destination. Just like what I've said, the vesicles, it's like a overdriver. So the last part is how the coronavirus affects the cell. We all know that virus that causes COVID-19 is currently spreading around the world, because at least 6 other types of coronavirus are known to infect humans. We all know that coronavirus came from in Wuhan, China, and generates into the animals, which is the bats, organelles, and other animals. So how the virus affects the cell? So virus attacks the plasma membrane, because just like what I said earlier, that the animal cell does not have a cell wall to protect the cell. So virus attacks is like a traitor that involves or attacks the normal cell, like humans and animals, into our body. Animal cell and human cell, are they similar to each other? But aside from it, a virus attacks the plasma membrane. They mimic genetic materials of the normal cell to produce more viruses, because animal cell does not have a cell wall to protect or covers the cell. That's why human and animal cell get sick. Yes, all living things are made up of cell, but yes, cell is the basic unit of life, and when the cell is strong and healthy, then the tissues, organs, and other part of our body is healthy too. Also, when the animal cell and human cell are not strongly healthy, the other parts or other organs, tissues in our body will affect too. But we need always to strengthening our immune system, avoid any type of bacteria that will enter in our body. So we need always to strengthening our immune system to fight any harmful bacteria, chemicals, and viruses. So that's all for today. That's all for the video. I will thank you for watching, and I hope you like it. Thank you very much.